So one more example that I wanted to go through in case you wanted an additional example. This one is on your notes. It is on it's under the notes, question 1. I am changing it to be base 4 because there is one in the homework that is base 4. So I wanted to show you an example before you got to the homework of base 4. So base 4 just means that I'm counting in 4 exponents. So 4 to the 1, which is 0, 4 to the 0, which is 1, 4 to the 1, which is 4, 4 squared, 16, 4 to the 3rd, 64, 4 to the 4th, which gives me 256, and we'll stop there for now. So you can have base 4 blocks. Just means that always one unit is going to be 1 because it's going to be a 1 by 1 block. But a long, instead of being the long skinny ones we looked at in class, they will be 1 by 4, so it'll actually represent 4 units. I still abbreviate them the same way. The flat block will be 4 by 4 because it's base 4, and so I will have 16 units on it. Still abbreviate it the same way. And then the block will be 4 by 4 by 4, which will actually be 64 units, and I still abbreviate the same way. So I just went through and I changed where it says base 5, I changed them all to base 4. So number 1 says I have 593 in base 10, and I want to convert it to base 4. So this is where anytime you're going from base 10 to another base, you're going to use the division trick. So I'm going to start over here. So I have 593. I need to find what is the biggest number that I can go into 593 without going over. So because right now my list of 4, my 4 exponent ends at 256, I'm going to actually find the next one. So 4 to the 5th gives me 1024. So the biggest, without going over, would be right here, 4 to the 4th, which is 256. So I need to find out how many times does 593 go into 256. So in my calculator I see 2 and some change. Well, I'll figure out the change. So 256 times 2 gives me 512. And then I'm going to end up just subtracting those. And so that gives me a 1, gives me 81. So now 4 to the 4th, I'm dropping down 1, 4 to the 3rd, which is 64. So 64 goes into 81 one time, and then I have 64. So that will give me 17. So now I'll drop down 1, 4 squared, which is 16. 16 goes in one time. 1 times 16 gives me 16. I have 1 left over. So then I'm dropping down 1. I have 4 to the 1, which gives me 4. Well, 4 goes into 1 0 times. 0 times 4 gives me 4. So I still have that 1 left over. 4 to the 0, dropping down 1 exponent each time is 1. 1 goes into 1 one time, which leaves me with that 0. So my digit is this thing off to the side right here. So it'd be 21101 base 4. So there is your 593, and base 4 would be 21101 base 4.